Do you feel your anxiety has you in a straitjacket? You're trying to progress, you're trying to move forward, but anxiety has you in a stranglehold. Let's think about Harry Houdini, the greatest escape artist of all time. Known for escaping out of the straitjacket, doing it upside down. Doing it upside down seems like it's more difficult, but in fact, it's easier because gravity is working with you. In a similar sense, when we turn your anxiety and your stress upside down by changing your perspective, it becomes much easier for you to escape it. That's what this video will offer you. 5 ways to escape your straitjacket, your anxiety and your stress by showing you 5 ways how to overcome stress and anxiety. Let's start with the first tip now. First way, stop feeding the monster. Start visualizing your anxiety like a monster that feeds on time. I did this past year at my best friend's wedding. When you're the best man, you're supposed to give a toast, but I was trying my best to avoid it, push it off. But I was sitting there in the chair. It was about time for me to get going, to grab the microphone, and I saw anxiety. It looked like this. And as each second went by, the monster kept getting bigger. But the moment I stepped up and I grabbed that microphone, the monster starved to death. And during that toast, I had the time of my life. That's how your anxiety works. When you put it off, it's like a monster that's feeding on your time. But the moment you step forward to progress in your life, to overcome your anxiety, you starve your monster. And that nervous energy that was inside you just seconds ago has now been channeled to courage, and watch what you can accomplish. Number 2, turn on the positive highlight reel. Your anxiety and your stress probably is happening for a good reason. Maybe it's happened to you in the past. Maybe it's happened to a friend of yours. Or maybe you've seen it happen on the news. Whatever it is, it's a valid fear and it's a valid reason to be anxious. But it's probably rare too. And once you start playing the positive highlight reel, things will start to change. Months ago, I was in a pretty severe car accident. I was heading home on a Saturday night, getting off an exit ramp, turning onto the highway. It had been raining all that day and the roads were very slick. I was making a slight right turn to get on the highway and my car hydroplaned. My car spun around 3 times and hit face first on a side rail. My car was totaled, but thankfully I came out without a scratch. But you could imagine the anxiety I felt the next time I got in the car, and especially getting on that same exit ramp. But what I did is I started to play the positive highlight reel. I've gone to work hundreds of times and I've gone down that ramp several times, even in the rain, and everything was fine. Once I started to visualize all the times it went well, it made it easy to step forward and face my anxiety. So if something's causing you anxiety, think about the times where the bad thing didn't happen, where the good thing went well, or all the times that you've succeeded, and it'll help you overcome your anxiety. Number 3, stop mind traveling. I think what causes so much drain on our energy is not being in the now. I did this just now with this video. I was shooting the video, I was in the zone, and my phone went off. I saw it was my mom. I was in the zone, things were going well, and then all of a sudden I lost my mojo. And it was because I was mind traveling. I was talking to you, but I was also thinking about my mom. What I did is I turned off the camera, I answered my mom's phone call. We had a lovely 10-minute conversation. She's doing very well, by the way. You should call your mom and check on her too. Then after I told her I loved her, I got back to making the video. That's what causes a lot of your anxiety. Doing things in the future that you can't simply do right now. If it's Monday and you have a presentation to give Friday, my friend, you can't give a presentation on Monday. If you're at work, be at work. If you're going to watch TV and don't stress about it. One of the best ways to be in the now is meditation. Just taking 20 minutes, closing your eyes, doing and thinking about nothing. Watch what happens when you stop mind traveling, when you stop worrying about your future and focus on the present moment. It will annihilate your anxiety. Number 4, use smaller plates. That's how you reach your fullest potential. Not taking more off your plate, but using smaller ones. When you're an achiever, when you're trying to reach your potential, you will get overwhelmed from time to time. And people close to you may tell you, look, you have too much on your plate, just take some off, relax, you'll be fine. And maybe you do that, but from my experience, I've found when I've taken it easy, when I've done less than I know I can do, it causes even more anxiety. I don't think that's the answer. You can do so much more than you could ever imagine, but you can't do it all at once. I don't mean to brag, but in high school, I went to an all-you-can-eat ribs buffet. I gained 11 pounds in one sitting. Yeah, that's right. and I did not get sick. It was because the diner served very small plates. You see, I could only consume just a little bit at a time, and by the time I consumed it, I was ready for more. Now, if I had eaten all 7 full racks of baby back ribs, I would have been sick. I would have been nauseous. My friend, when you're stressed and you're anxious, you don't have to do less. Just do less at a time. That's how you succeed, with a smaller plate. And the 5th and final way, stop drinking metaphorical water. Keep drinking regular water, of course. You see, I have a problem. I go to the bathroom probably 3-4 times an hour. I really don't know what's going on. I've even contemplating wearing diapers. But I don't know. I just can't keep going to the bathroom all the time. It's really a nuisance, and it's just weird. I don't know. I just really can't keep going to the bathroom all the time. Now this seems silly, but I know you'll remember this. You know what my problem is. I'm drinking too much water. Here's my point. If you don't know what's causing your anxiety, don't be afraid to ask for help. I got help. Someone may be able to spot your anxiety, like me drinking too much water. My friend, I will be honest with you. Most of my life, I've been extremely uptight, anxious, and stressed. I was in a straitjacket, but I've used these 5 ways and I've been able to escape it. My friend, I hope these ways help you, and if you want more videos like this, where we share new and exciting topics in ways you've never heard before, subscribe to my channel today, and hit the bell notification so you don't miss anything. This is your friend Dr. Michael Unks, inspiring you to learn, laugh, and love. I hope you enjoyed this video, and I'll see you in the next one.